Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Thank you for coming in, and sorry about the late delay of the Astrogravitational report up here. But as you see it in your screen, talking about these energies of you touch back into your inner child, and talking about this inner child there, it is about your energies, it is about you to go back in time. Remember how happy you are within yourself. As we are going into this, the transitions now of these energies, it's going to be move you. There's going to be this pressure that you're getting yourself in there. But over the time, you're going to understand in the next, talking about pretty much 2 weeks, within that this energy comes in with its purpose. As you see it right there on your screen, that's going to be the waking up energy at 7 o'clock in the morning. And we're seeing it that the ascendant is together here with the sun. We're talking about in this area. And this is where the horizon is. If you picture the whole wheel right now, the horizon right here, that's what points out its areas. But when it comes all the way down until this end, that is this shift between Virgo and Libra. We're talking about you rising from the earth, you are growing, you are mature, and you're going back and you're ready for this relationship with yourself and the relationships with others. As you see it right now, the energy right here in the morning, that's going to be a little bit intense due to the sun and the ascendant. Both are squaring midheaven. The inner work that you're going to do, it's about family. It is about things that important. But what important right now is the sun is under the divine authority of Saturn. Saturn, who is actually helping the boat, the moon down in the bottom, right here, and that's what Saturn is. As you see this big green line right here within that, it's coming. Saturn is sent you back. Did you relearn the lessons to be good to yourself as a child? And this lessons is gonna be coming in, and what we're talking about in the next hour. The ascendant is going to be moving very close to Mars. As you see, the divine energies coming from Jupiter is about the growth, the inner child growing, but you as a growth have to help the inner child. How you helping yourself? It is about the growth of the masculine and the feminine energies that you understand from within yourself. If you're still acting like you don't know things about like a child, you're acting childish and so on, you haven't matured yet. And that's what Venus is there in Leo to mature. The fifth house. If you feel the pressure of the material things and the pressure that you don't change, you're not doing the work. But if you got the divine visions from within yourself, which is Neptune right now, it's helping with this divine vision towards Venus and Mars and the ascendant. Actually, it helps Venus of, hey, here you go, you need to mature, look at your childhood, look at the things. Maybe childhood wounds are gonna be kind of like a coming in there. So talking about in the next hour, we're talking about at 9 o'clock. The center is going to be passing in through Mars. As you see, these divine energies here, they are very powerful. Divine masculine rising up, learning, but you cannot learn if there is no intensity, if there is no these situations in there. And the ascendant that is at 22 degrees of Libra, it is squaring Pluto. And that squaring right there, it is about to facing the adversities, facing the challenges, not the problems. They're not problems. They're the path of you maturing and growing as a masculine energy, but you maintained the balance. And talking about this balance, this maturity is because midheaven, it's the beginning of Leo, beginning that maturity that you need to have in there. So click the wrong button. Here he is. So talking about this maturity is gonna be at 10 o'clock in there. That is gonna be coming in strongly. It's gonna be focused within this in maturity, in growth. Talking about those red lines up here, as you see them on your screen. In there, you guys gonna be asking how much this pressure will be until October 7th. So you're gonna be learning on that. You're gonna be getting into this energies. What you have to cooperate right now, it is about these transformations and looking and getting the support that you're getting right now. Could be a support from relatives, could be a support from friends, business contracts, business partners. That's because Mars is in all the Libra situations. That's what the help is. But where did the Mars get the help? If revising his own growth, which that's what Jupiter is a retrograde in Taurus. At the same time, Uranus, which is acting as the universe, the sudden changes. You make the sudden changes to yourself in a permanent basis. Improvement, divine masculine improvement on this. So, talking about later on at 11 o'clock, Midheaven is right in there. Where Lilith is, still have this energies into Leo, but that is opposing Saturn. You cannot make people think or learn. The only divine visions and transformations we're gonna teach them learn. Talking about this yacht, as you see this green triangle right here, that is what the yacht is. It's made by Neptune and Pluto, and when a Venus it's gonna be crossing over there, you're going to see that wisdom in there. We all went through it. Mars went first, Mercury went, the Sun went, the Moon went. Now it's going to be the turn for Venus to come into that point as well. And that's what happened the last year. So if you haven't learned the last year, hopefully you're going to be learning this year. Hopefully everything is going to be okay within yourself of maturity, of love. So here it's coming in at 12 o'clock. Midheaven is at mid Virgo. As you see it, these beautiful triangles here within Earth. That is a very powerful aspect in there. Things to calm down on Earth. Things that are better within. But talking about this, what is not in peace. As you see, the ascendant is at Scorpio and it's square Venus and it's opposing Uranus. Is like something like within the universe is not right. The hidden things are not spoken. The hidden things that creates all these situations. And now it needs to be addressed. And who is addressing it? Scorpio. Looking at within your own shadow. It's in about few hours. Midheaven, it's gonna be walking within these energies. And you're gonna be working within your own shadow. So lately, if in the afternoon you have issues, that's what it comes from. It is about digging in within the shadow. So at the 1 o'clock in there, as you see at Midheaven is where the ascendant pretty much was. In the morning, you're dealing with the energies as you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. That energy is still this divine, beautiful energy comes in right now. You're working out with that energy. You're completed what you have to do. And looking at within this energies is with Venus, they are going to be coming up towards you. And talking about coming on towards you is as you see it right now here, Midheaven, it's together with Mars. You see how big that support comes in towards Venus. You see this energy of the expressions of the things that happened. But be mindful about this Mercury energies there, because Mercury right now it's in a very good positions. Mercury is okay with intuition. Mercury is okay with Uranus that it's retrograde. There is this beautiful yacht creations here between both Jupiter and Uranus, and Mars and the Moon, and the ascendant and the Moon active within all these energies. It puts this complete picture of what you have to do. Talking about the things that has not been spoken. Now, when you talk about the things that have not been spoken, now it's release, it's relaxed. It is beautiful, balance, but it takes courage. Where are the courage coming from? It's coming from Mars, who is, you have to have the best businessship, partnerships, the relationships with others, friendshipness with and so on, contracts with others, soul contracts especially. We're talking about I have to be this masculine energy. I have to give this courage. But who gets the courage? You. You have to be the example of that courage within yourself. So, talking about later on, we're talking about 3 p.m. The ascendant is in the last degrees um, Sag. That is that expression. It's gonna be square in the sun and squaring Neptune. This is about the fogginess. If you don't have the clarities, that is because this fogginess of mysteries. But the mysteries are coming from where? The mysteries is coming from Uranus and they're coming from Pluto. Talking about these kites up here that you take in the flight. But there is so many kites, that's so many trines, so many beautiful energies are coming. But those beautiful energies are coming to help you to see what the issues are. And that's what that energy of the ascendant squaring the sun and squaring Neptune is just like you have never looked in there to these issues. You have never done of this, but that's gonna help you to grow. That's what this will be. And if you look at it later on at 4 o'clock, that energy towards Mars is gonna be interesting. Some of you is gonna be like, "Oh my God, what is it going on?" Yeah, I was talking about this energies as soon as the midheaven crossing into Scorpio, as you see it right here, we have this really intense energies right now towards Mars, even the moon now that's moving in there. She's gonna add it in there. All of a sudden, the intuition has changed. All of a sudden, things are intense. All of a sudden, midheaven, it's like, hey, love, what are you doing? What's going on with the love within you? Have you matured? Have you grown? Now, here's we're talking about these divine energies towards Mars and is supporting to Venus. That's the only thing will work. Otherwise, you're using the negative energies, nothing good is coming out. Why? Because the midheaven that is in Scorpio, it is opposing the growth and Uranus, something in the shadow. The hidden things that should be spoken are coming out, and you see your adversity. You fix all that energies in there, here what's coming. As you see on your screen, all that pressure goes away at 5 p.m. That energy, it's calming down within. Everything gets working the way it should be. The sun is in a very beautiful transformations processes with Pluto. It's got this beautiful trine right there. The kite is coming in force. The divine energies are coming from Mars, and everything is beautiful because you did your work. But you can do the work by doing the work, or you just create all the mess and you take your situations out of it. You feel good with this. If you didn't did your inner work, you're gonna be have to face it again and again and again until the job gets done. So here is it's coming in the next hour, talking about 6 p.m. I mean, you guys can see it, the graphic. I don't have to, explain as much, but the ascendant is together with Saturn. Now this incoming energy from Saturn, it's pointing and going towards the sun. And that is about, here is, you have to learn the new way. You have to learn new patterns. You have to learn this new relationship. You have to go ahead and establish everything as our authority within. But what kind of authority are you going to have? What are you carrying within you? And as you see it, you carry in that kite that can bring that relationships in the whole points. The whole points, as you see it right here, it's revising the growth in the material world, redo the transformations that needs to be done, and this is how you see the proper visions of what you need to do. But who is giving you the power, controlling the kite where it's gonna go? It's Saturn. Okay, that's what Saturn is. Okay, guys. So talking about later on, then our situations, of course, is changed. As you see it, the midheaven is in Capricorn. Well, you have to be perfect. You have to be professional away. You have to be this, and you may gonna facing the challenges of this profession. Who knows the best of the perfections? Nobody. There is no perfections. There's only opportunity to do the right things. And that is the learning that this process is, because the sun is squaring midheaven. Midheaven is squaring the ascendant and also squaring Neptune, creates that perfectionism situations. But looking at in there, Saturn, he has this sextile with midheaven, is like, hey, the sun is learning. Don't go out there and fight the authority. So if you're fighting the authority within yourself, you're fighting the things within, that's not going to lead to anything good. And there. And here is it's coming in the next hour, where the midheaven and the moon are pretty much together. A lot of positiveness, but at the same time, who facing the adversities right now? Mars, right in there, this red line. But the divine energies towards Venus, they are going to be very much powerful. This is where the divine feminine, it's like, oh my God, I'm getting all this help. So as you see it right here, the ascendant that is on Taurus, Jupiter, and Uranus in the next hours, they're going to be helping a lot, a lot to do the things in yourself proper. As you even see it, it's getting even better when the ascendant goes at the beginning of Gemini, and that energy comes in even more precisely good. The pressure is taken off from Mars, but as you see it, there's blue lines here with the sun, the authority walking within the love that it comes in to justify your life. You're justifying your happiness. You did the inner work. You do everything that you have to, and you're flying off. Those energies going to begin to rising up. Okay, at some point they're going to be like little by little, but at some point they're going to go straight up. The moment that you get straight up, you're gonna be feel like, man, did I ever knew the love on that levels? And talking about 10 o'clock, as you see, the divine energies is gonna be really kind of like all over the place. Last night that was a oof, yeah. Talk about that energies. They were. You have to learn to have the strong psyche to navigate all this. Usually, a person who is like this, that it's born right there, they have a lot of things they need to look and work with it. Talking about this powerful Mars right here, talking about Mercury and Virgo, there is at the pretty much at the mid Virgo, and all these energies that comes in at the mid heaven, the inner work from Aquarius triggers. And if you're experiencing, if you have something in Aquarius, you're probably experiencing a lot of energies and intensity all of a sudden, and this late after hours. And talking about 11 o'clock when you go to sleep, and there the ascendant is in Cancer, and as you see it, mid-heaven positions at the beginning of Pisces, all that work, it's still coming in beautifully, 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 as long your emotions are correct. If you focus on the negative emotions, that's going to lead you with that inner conflict with the internal warrior within you. You have to fight the intuition, you have to fight this. But if you follow the spirituality puts you on the right intuitions in there with the right things you're telling yourself. And that is the correlations between of spirituality that it comes in, it tells you this is what your spirit needs. You're going down into the philosophy, what you're telling yourself. And the philosophy of the telling yourself is affecting your psyche, the psychological things inside of you, and they go back into the spirituality. Soon we're going to be talking more about this. But for now, that is what I had for you on this astrogravitational report. Thank you guys for watching, and come back tomorrow for another Astro Gravitational report. Beloved guys, and thank you for the new subscribers.